Good morning, students. I am Professor Rajeshwari Sharma here, and I welcome you all on the e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce Verda on behalf of GS College of Commerce Verda. So I am going to teach you Business Economics 1 for semester 1. So as it is our first lecture, today we will discuss the paper pattern as well as the syllabus of Business Economics. But before discussing this paper pattern and syllabus, we need to understand what is business economics. So, business economics consists of two terms, that is business and economics. Since 11th standard you are learning the subject economics. So you know that economics is a social science which is concerned with areas of production, distribution, consumption and the allocation of resources. It deals with the behavior of individuals, businesses, government and nation regarding the allocation of resources. When we are talking about the economics, so it has two major branches, microeconomics and the macroeconomics. When we talk of macroeconomics, so we see that macroeconomics is that branch of economics which deals with economy as a whole, which deals with the aggregates, and therefore this branch of economics, that is macroeconomics, provides the solution for those problems which persist on the national level, like the problem of unemployment, GDP, the national income, the national output, etc. But coming to the microeconomics, when we talk of microeconomics, so microeconomics is that branch of economics which studies the behavior of individual, small firms, small households, individual unit, individual businesses, etc. So as we are learning the business economics, here we are going to learn the different theories, the different concepts that can be used in the business and that is studied at the micro level, that is studied at the small level. Hence this business economics is a part of microeconomics. So now we will see the paper pattern and the syllabus. So let's start with the paper pattern. See, you are going to have as all subject, you are going to have the 100 marks for this subject as well, out of which 20 marks will be there for the internal assessment, 20 marks will be there which is going to be internal, that will be assigned based on your vivas and the assignment, and then for the 80 marks you have to solve the paper. You will be having written exam of the RTMNU, thereby you have to solve the paper of 80 mark and based on the 4 units, and each unit will carry the equal weightage of 20 marks. Your paper pattern would be like this. You would be having total 5 questions. Question 1 would be there, which will consist question A for the 8 marks, question B for the 8 marks, or question C for the 16 marks. So you have to solve A and B. You have to solve either A and B or C. Okay, for the 16 marks. Then question 2, question 3 and question 4 will be following the same pattern as question 1. Then on question 5 you would be having this weightage of 16 marks. It will consist of 4 questions. Each question will carry the 4 marks, and all these questions will be compulsory. So it's going to be a paper pattern for the business economics, and each unit will have equal weightage of 20 marks. So now we will see the syllabus. So as I have told you, it has the 4 units. So our first unit would be the nature and the scope of the business economics. Under this unit, we will be having the 4 chapters, and first chapter is business economics. Under this chapter, we will be seeing the meaning, the introduction, the scope, importance and the objectives of the business economics. The second chapter would be the business decision. Under this chapter, we would be studying the different types of business decisions and their nature. Then third chapter that we have under this first unit is social responsibility of business. Here in this chapter, we are going to learn the social responsibility of business towards the different stakeholders. Stakeholders are those people who are directly or indirectly related with the business. So under this chapter, we are going to see the social responsibility of business towards different stakeholders. Then the fourth chapter under the first unit is microeconomics and macroeconomics. So here we will see the meaning of the micro and the macroeconomics, the scope of micro and the macroeconomics, then the merits and demerits of micro and the macroeconomics. Here we are done with our first unit. Then we have the second unit, which consists of theory of consumption. Under this unit, we are going to study the different laws and consumption. So first chapter under this unit is law of demand. Under this chapter, law of demand, we are going to see the concept of law of demand, the assumptions, the exceptions of law of demand, and the changes in demand. That is expansion and contraction and increase and decrease in demand. Then we have the second chapter, that is indifference curve. Here we will be studying the concept of indifference curve, the properties of indifference curve, and the importance of indifference curve. Then the third chapter we have under the second unit is elasticity of demand. Under this unit we are going to see the meaning of elasticity of demand, different types of elasticity of demand, the method used for the measurement of the elasticity of demand, and then the importance of elasticity of demand. Then the fourth chapter under the second unit is demand forecasting. Here we will see the concept of demand forecasting, the importance of demand forecasting, objectives of demand forecasting, and then the method used for demand forecasting. Okay, here we are done with our second unit. Then unit 3 will consist of theories of production. It will consist of the various laws and theories which are pertaining to the production. So first chapter under this unit would be the production function. Here we would be seeing the meaning of the production function, the objectives of the production function, and the Cobb-Douglas production function. And the second chapter under the same unit would be the law of variable proportion, which is also known as short-run production function. Here we will be seeing the concept of the law of variable proportion, its assumptions, significance, its exceptions. Then third chapter under the same unit would be the law of returns to scale, which is also known as long-run production function. And under this chapter we will be studying the concept of law of returns to scale, then assumptions, significance, exceptions. Okay, then the fourth and the last chapter under this unit would be the economies and diseconomies of scale. Under this chapter we would be seeing the meaning of economies and diseconomies of scale, and the internal and external economies and diseconomies of scale. Then here the third unit will be over. Then fourth unit consists of theory of cost and revenue. Here we would be having the three chapters. First chapter under the fourth unit is law of supply. Under this law of supply we would be studying the concept of law of supply, then the assumption and the exceptions of the law of supply, and the various factors affecting the supply. Then we have the second chapter under this unit would be cost concept. Under this unit we would be seeing the cost concept, different types of cost, the behavior of different cost in the short run, and the behavior of different cost in the long run, especially the total cost, marginal cost, and the average cost. Then the third chapter under the fourth unit and the last chapter of our syllabus is revenue concept. Under this revenue concept we would be seeing the total cost, marginal cost, average cost, and their relationship with each other and how they behave, how they vary. Okay, so here we are done with our fourth unit as well. So for the 80 marks we have to study this 4 units, and all units would be carrying the equal weightage. Thank you.